Hey gamers, howdy. This is totally not a second take because I forgot to turn on my microphone the first time. Anyways, main update. I hit the 400-day mark and then some, so now I have Prime Sure-Footed. For those who are wondering, when you log in and claim your daily rewards for 400 days total, not consecutive, mind you, just in total, um, you get this mod, which when fully ranked, gives you a 100% chance to resist knockdown. Now, if you haven't hit that, there are other ways you can get about basically resisting knockdowns. You get handspring, which is just you still get knocked down, but you recover faster. Or you could technically maybe use sure-footed for 60% instead, but that does stack up with fortitude for the full 100. But that one does feel like a bit much. Yes, but yeah, that's the main update. Other updates to the build. I actually, well, yeah. If you want a full rundown of Citrine, check out the other videos on my channel. This one's just meant to be a short video, discussing where Prime Sure-Footed is handy, and then just a few more updates on this build. So, yeah, because Citrine doesn't have any knockdown or status immunities or resistances inherently, you basically, um, every time I want to run, like, let's say I want to run like the Carius, right? If I run it without uh prime sure-footed, if I'm trying to shoot anything, you see I get knocked down like all the time. Yeah, I don't mind when enemies knock me down because that feels like a alright, fair play. But I'm not a big fan of self stagger. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of self stagger. So, yeah. So I would actually genuinely say once you hit the whatchamacallit 400-day mark, go ahead, put it on her. It's worth it. Other updates to the build, I'm now running Overextended. Overextended is very nice for the range for Prismatic Gem. Because even with Prismatic Companion, I did find that it was much handier to run Overextended just to make sure that you could always um, go what's the word? Synergize your gem with your fractured blast. Now the reason why I say only now I use it is because um, due to perhaps some impulse on my end, I have an Umbral mod, I have an Umbral Forma and 3V polarities rather. Uh, so I basically the best thing I could think of was to put Umbral Intensify and then Blind Rage and then Transient Fortitude. Um, and of course, adaptation is still here to multiply with Preserving Shell, Archon Continuity for the duration and corrosive, and then Prime Flow because her base max energy is 180, which sucks, let's be honest. So, Prime Flow is very important. For Arcanes, we are running Blessing to maximize on health tanking with the orb generation from her 1, and Bellicose to scale ability strength with the health increase. Just cause I think that would be a bit more comfy than having to wait a whole 250 kills for mod augmented. Instead now it's just about 50-ish to max it out. So yeah, that's that. Now for Archon shards, it's I think same as last time. We've got the Tau Violet shards. We've got the Tau Equilibrium shard, Casting shard, Duration shard, Armor shard, and then Corrosive. So this build is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's particularly insane. I wouldn't say it's super strong for level cap tanking purposes, but for like you're doing like your normal kind of steel path void fisher, she is completely fine. She has like no issues. Yeah. So if you want a newer build, like a newer player-friendly build, like you could kind of go off of this with Cunning Drift as like a flex slot. Um, Mecha and Power, just put whatever fits here. If you only have Dreamer's Bond, you can always just put Dreamer's Bond. Like, it's really no harm. Mecha Pulse is also kind of whatever. So yeah, it's basically it's like this-ish. If you don't have adaptation, you can put on a few things. You could put on Steel Fiber or Vitality, but those do cost quite a lot to max out. Or you could just leave it here, like with nothing. Because at lower levels, the DR from Shell should be plenty. One of your goals early on is to build up ability strength as much as possible. So you can basically guarantee a health orb drop. But yeah, again, for more stuff, for understanding and being new to Citrine, check out my other videos on the channel. I have a few videos on Citrine. So yeah, with my current build, where am I using? Yeah, so my current build, I'm using, this one is my Prismatic Companion build, and this one is now my Recrystallized build. So they're basically the same. Archon Flow and Prime Flow are interchangeable, by the way. If you don't have Prime Flow, use Archon Flow. It does the same thing. It does cost 2 more, uh, and it does have this 10% energy drop chance thing, energy orb drop chance thing, but it's also just not very reliable. Yeah, so yeah, that should be about it. So yeah, just a quick demonstration, because now I'm not using an initial ability, sorry, initial energy shot now, right? So there are a few ways, right? You're just gonna start with about 55 energy. Now you can use a squad energy restore. You could use, I'm using the wrong one. You could use Zeneric if you have unlocked the operator. You can use the Zeneric Wellspring to generate energy. Or if in the start of the mission you find a crowd of enemies at one go, just prime them, blast them, and just eat up. Now we're full. So yeah, it's quite a comfy build, quite easy to use in my opinion at least. And you will kind of build up all your stacks and everything pretty fast. Now geoluminescence in the simulacrum is a bit bugged, as in like the HUD thing is a bit bugged. So it does look like it's not giving me the full amount. But like trust me, it does climb up with all the health orbs I pick up. So yeah, that's about it. Just a simple video just to update you all on how uh how it's been basically. Um yeah, how I would say is now like my favorite way of building Citrine. Obviously, if the way you build feels more comfortable, then do that. Then you can also kind of let me know in the comments, but this is how I like it, and I think you might like it too. Main thing is just be careful because she has no form of shield gating, and um, she does have 45 efficiency. So just kind of make sure your energy is around. As long as throughout the mission you have about half your energy pool, you're generally fine. Like if you're not like if you're not constantly like getting groups of enemies, like you do kind of have to watch out a bit more. In which case you might want to swap out things in this build. But for the most part, like this gets the job done. And yeah, now the reason why I have one which is prismatic and one which is recrystallized is that with overextended, the recrystallized range is 30 meters, which is pretty substantial. So you can kind of use this if you want to focus on the red crits that recrystallize force procs. It will allow you to red crit on weapons that otherwise do not red crit. Like for example, if you were to, let's say you just max it out, right? Let's say, right, suddenly now I can red crit on the compressor. Now obviously it doesn't deal nearly as much as basically anything else, but it is possible to get red crits and then spread out the crystals. So yeah, there are options for you. But yeah, that will be it. Thank you for watching. We are working towards 500 subscribers for the emotes because I do have a few emotes. They were from my Twitch, but I don't really use Twitch nowadays just because I'm not a big fan of it. Um, yeah. Um, so yeah, subscribe if you would like more content. Mostly Warframe related, but I will now and then play stream other things. If you want more stream updates and all that, I will mention them in my Discord. Link should be in the description. Other than that, yeah, be good to yourselves, take care of yourselves, be hydrated, and I will see you next time. Yeah, bye.